Good evening, friends, and welcome to the People's Proletariat's Petroleum Prefecture, slightly polluted, workers and resources, Soviet Republic. We are going to send a ship off to get our first crops, because we have crops now. They still don't do anything of that kind. We have to use a Frida cargo ship, maybe 1,400 tons of crops. Is that, or it is these Volgodons that we have quite plenty of. Volgodon and Volgobalts we have. It will be a Frida. 1,400 tons of crops. Not an enormous amount, Frida. There, but it will have to suffice, I suppose. Yeah, you go out here, you see. All the way out here you sail. Load, wait until loaded. Crops only, just in case. Then you're going to go to... I don't know where we put this stuff. Well, we put it in the cargo harbor over here, which doesn't exist quite yet. You can go somewhere else. What's this? Harbor for aggregate loading. Sure, you can go there. That would be excellent place to keep you. Unload, wait until unloaded. Maybe. Get going, Frida. I think that this is the first of your type that we have. So you'll have the honor of bringing our own crops to be turned into chemicals. Or beer. We could make lovely beer or awful chemicals for making fantastic nuclear fuel. What's more important, beer or nuclear fuel? Well, that's debatable. Or beer is probably more important, but we buy beer. They do it fine, the foreigners. The Russians, I think that we were importing everything in rubles. We go back a few years here. Back a few years, yes. They import something, electronics, every now and then a little bit in dollars. Yes, that's the board. That's the run on the road. 56 million in. Damn it, asphalt. That was a mistake. I somehow managed to load an ore carrier with asphalt. That happened. 57 million rubles. I had to throw that away. Yeah. But electronics is like 5.5 times as much as we spend on food. Okay, I get that you have implemented this mechanic that electronics gets more and more expensive, but it is 5.5 times more expensive than food. Now, is that really? I don't know. 1987. Let's go have a look. Prices on the global market at sort of roughly the same period. Remember the time period here when switching between tabs. That's an improvement. It went up when I was buying, obviously. Crime. Police did not come to crime. 14. Police did not come to crime scene. Police did not investigate crime. We seem to be doing all right. Yes, we do. How do you think things are coming with the uranium? Thing with the uranium is, there are two enormous, one small, medium-sized, regular-sized, I'd say. Little handy harbor here for aggregate unloading. Reasonably handy, actually. And then maybe not so a medium cargo harbor too. But the thing is, these take a while to build. 210 workers you managed to drive out here, and only 16 tons of concrete remaining. You even have a truck on the way. Yes. What the hell is this? A T138. Who owns you? New huge construction office. This one. Do you have the very, very old concrete mixers? Really? Is it that bad? We're going to let you finish. Don't worry. But this is, and the buses. Look at this. This is a joke. Oh, you have to replace it with slightly more modern stuff. We have more modern buses. Okay. Yeah, we have, but yeah, these two. You're working for the. You're standing around. That's the crane. They only have one concrete mixer. Okay. They're not going to be much help in that department then in either case. But instead of those two old buses, we go for something decent, such as this. Or if the Westerners have something. Oh, it's only the Musk. I don't like that one. Go. It's in here. Concrete mixer. No. Yeah, but these are helicopters. You didn't mind having more before. Okay, so now I can't use those. Ugh. How far have you gotten on your journey? No, not very far to be. I mean, music machine. We're going to have a serious talk one day, you and I. Here. A very serious talk is what we will have to have. It's a nice drive whilst we're waiting for the music machine to. But I'm not even sure if selling this will let me buy another one. I hope so. Going all the way out there with two. Why didn't you get the full load? At least you're reasonably capacious. You only wanted to load 24%. This is the last bit for the cargo harbor then. It is actually. Well then, yeah, it's something special. This whole thing. It's fine. The final thing it gets to do is to lay the final bit of concrete for the cargo harbor for what should I call it here? Extraction of uranium. Why is this road? I mean, if you look at it like this now, wouldn't it make sense to have a sort of a bypass? I think it would. make pretty decent sense actually to have a sort of bypass. Too sharp a turn. That is a bit of an S-curve they get on the way there, but that's fine. There we go. And you have got rid of the concrete. There you go. We have one last look at you. We drive you into the water there. Thank you. Oh, there is a free slot. We can get one concrete mixer. Only 2 tons more capacity, but 35 kilometers per hour quicker on the paved roads. That's going to make quite a difference, I think. You seem to be bringing a lot of workers here, at least a lot of buses, yeah, and there are also a lot of workers. Is that really necessary when... Are you doing steel framing? You haven't thought to bring the steel ahead? Oh. It's coming. That's mechanical components. Yeah, but they need more. Here, for example, is steel. Yeah, it shouldn't be that long because we have many supplies right here. That's right, we should make sure that the correct construction officers are involved. Group number 4. Are you working on those? Great. Yeah, then it won't be long. You see, the way this road came into be is that this was built first, up and over there. And to get to the uranium mine, I had to do something very silly. Indeed. Alright, so pardon me, it's a damned itch here. Alright, I think we're good. Yes, the way it came into being was again. Yes. I eventually had to get the road to it, and all this stuff was already in place and very, very practically laid out and so on. And so it's one of these bridges that we have, which uses a bit of prefab panels. Well, we should have prefab panels. You design construction. Where do you get your prefab panels? For example, open storage. Yeah, that seems to be the right place. Yeah, they're all good. So why aren't they? There are resources. All of the resources are on the construction site. In fact, for the current phase. Oh. But you seem to be bringing all the workers down here instead, where they're waiting for concrete, which won't be arriving in the pace that you would hope, and so on. If we try, okay, we take construction office group number 1 and remove these from it. There you go. See if you bring workers here instead. Maybe to get this bridge done eventually. How is Frida going? Frida, you're not complaining about not finding a route, which is a good thing, and we have missed you sailing underneath a bridge. There is another one coming up. It's a long way away. You're still not done with this. How can it take such an incredible amount of time. Are we remote? Maybe that's why. See, they are they are growing here, most of them. This they have not gotten to. All the way out here. That's good. And it's the 2nd of April, so we still have time to sow. I think you need to go home. I mean, you have fuel. You can just go over to the next field. Oh, but you want to go home first. Okay. Fine. Yeah, but this would be good. Ship's coming. Very good. You see, the nuclear fuel fabrication harbor thing. How are you coming? Many, if not all of the roads, but many of them are actually done at this point. Steel silo. Right, that was for crops. I decided that we should have. Apparently. Yeah, we should. No, or assigned. That's right. We want to assign. We want to maybe assign. Yeah, what the hell. Do it. Going to want this harbor. Some point. Yes, but aren't you putting like a ridiculous strain on the concrete and asphalt things? I might be. Yes, it is pretty busy here. They can end up in a little bit of a snarl up too, if you're unfortunate in the Soviet Republic and its traffic. You're bringing 30 tons to what? To the cargo harbor, medium, fantastic. 30 tons in one go. Steel silo. More for the harbor. They fill up. You see here, we can start getting some problems. And imagine you're going for asphalt. Yeah. That was not a lot. All you wanted. Okay, that was for the steel silo. What are you doing then? You take 30 tons to the harbor. Okay. A pump jack is on fire. Okay. I'm pretty busy with people walking around, I have to say. We're just about at 30 frames per second in one of the most taxing areas, so it's a good thing that we're diversifying slightly more with the uranium and everything. But that would have to be that for the People's Petroleum Prefecture. Eventually. It is a little bit of a ways away, this. I'm sure we have like good fire protection for everything here. The closest fire station is here. It claims to be in range. Okay, you should now have gotten wood, oil, and gravel, didn't I? I never did I? Or what? Yes, I did. I did something with the gravel thing. Uh, or maybe not. I don't. I'm pretty sure. You know. Oh, whatever. we take care of that. Do gravel, or it was the. Pardon me. I don't know, really. I have no clue. So never mind. Just get on with it. Put gravel there. How much gravel can they store? 240 tons. Should maybe think about getting an external. We have an external. Is this one? Yeah, right. It's this is already doing this. Where are you? Out and about. Okay. Say we want 2 trucks on this. No, it is without power supply. We're working on it. But what have you been up to? Oil fuel unload. That's incorrect. That's very much incorrect. You will not get much gravel out of that place. The gravel is right next door, you see. There is where we wanted to go, and no, there is where we wanted to go. No, unload, load. Yes, wait, do not confirm. Frida, how are you doing? You're at the harbor, and now they realize. The distribution office out here is realizing this and getting going. Great. Why still haven't gotten any workers out here. So that remains our work. His work. I think problem is maybe they are sending all the workers to the big work sites. Sites such as this, which is complete. By the way. That reminds me, if something else is complete, I'm trying to get the handle on a little bit of they are not complete. The last word in fuel distribution, maybe. Need yet another distribution office for handling the distribution of fuel. You're supposed to get that to these harbors, but I don't think that we need them until they'll have time to finish. Okay, you have fixed the pillars now. Great. Now you're waiting for asphalt. There is one more segment of this complicated stuff, and then it's relatively easy until you get this, which will be a bit of work. Are the helicopters doing anything, or should we send them in to do the uranium mine whilst we're waiting? Or why not? Might as well. It will increase the chances of it being finished. Yeah, when time comes. Okay, it's April. I mean, this will be until autumn before all this is finished. We could maybe. How far, Frida? How much? Notify the affiliates that we're going a little bit long. Frida, you're not quite. You're out here. How much of the grain have they gotten into you? Not a whole lot. Because when Frida is loaded, we can actually start producing chemicals, I think. After she has sailed over here too. That is. They have oil. They will have gravel on the way when we get power, which for some reason they haven't quite gotten around to just yet. Would you please? I think they can unload. It's just it's a very slow process. Yes. Oh. Next time is either this is finished or we have a look at the chemical production, see if we can get any chemicals done. Thank you so very much for watching this installment of the Petroleum People's Polluted Prefecture. It was number... I don't... That's okay. Yeah, save, whatever. 58. Good night.